Welcome to the Honest Presidential Debates,
where we, the presidential candidates, actually tell you our true beliefs.
Barack, you go first.
Hello, my fellow Americans. It's been 4 years, and we've made a lot of progress in our vision to change America. The healthcare legislation was a good first step, but the Republicans have thwarted me in other areas. This election will provide me a mandate to strike back, and this time let me assure you, there will be no holds barred. We are going to go extreme. We'll be going for more healthcare reform, more climate controls, taxes, and did I mention taxes? We will push hard for new waves of gun control, removing God from our coins and legal tender, and pushing for homosexual marriage in all 50 states. But 2012 can be only the beginning, the start of a process to fundamentally change the culture of Washington, D.C. We will reform our government, make it more creative, more ambitious, more radical. We can do truly amazing things. What if we abolished all property? You can just walk into anyone's house and say, I am a human being and I demand you allow me to sleep here. And like that, everyone in America would have a place to stay. We must warmly embrace our Muslim brothers in other lands. America and Islam are not exclusive and do not need to be enemies, locked in bitter competition. Instead, Christians must see the overlap and shift their opinions to respect international culture, so we may all have common principles of justice and progress. Healthcare costs will continue to rise, forcing companies to fire employees to pay the onerous costs associated with my reforms. These problems will continue to grow until we will have no choice but full on socialism of the entire healthcare system. Then and only then can we achieve a society with the possibility to be truly just. We will use Cuba as our model, for despite the fact that he does have a crazy-looking beard, Fidel Castro is no dummy. He knows a good policy when he sees it, and we should stop turning our backs on great ideas from overseas. I am sorry for America's past world, and I am turning the wheel, taking us in a new direction. I remember when I saw my father, a tireless fighter against European colonialism and white supremacy, he told me, Barack, the white man's evil is real. Look at history and you will see it over and over again. That is why you must become a radical. You must become a fighter. You must learn to value deeper causes and not the petty average person's concerns. You must learn to love destruction because your enemy loves life. That must be the difference between you and them. You must be willing to destroy because destruction always comes before creation. Those are the guidelines I have lived my life by. If you re-elect me as your president, I promise to destroy what is here today to make for a better tomorrow. Yes, you're damn right I will raise taxes on you. Don't worry though, a lot of rich people will take a pounding too, but not as much as the average American. After all, I have some rich friends who aren't going to fund my campaign unless I throw them a few kickbacks. You see, Chairman Mao once said, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and this is a lesson I have taken to heart since I entered the White House. Hence my strategic alliance with certain Wall Street banks like Goldman Sachs. If they weren't pulling my strings, why the hell would they feel so bold as to give themselves massive bonuses immediately after the financial collapse? It should be clear, I am the kind of man who will sell you out to keep me in power. But don't worry, I still have a vision for America. I will turn this great nation into a new civilization, a new Africa. We will continue and increase our immigration. I want this country to be equally divided among the races. African Americans, the Asians, Mexicans, Latins, Russians, Thailand people, Indians, Iraqis, Afghans, Pakistanis, Sudanese, Somalian, Rwandan, Serbian, Kazakhs, people from all around the world until finally everyone is a minority. What will we do then, America? Through our education policy, we will reshape the minds of the youth, causing large-scale intermarriage and the creation of a new race of people. These new Americans will be fusion of the entire world. We will be global citizens. And we will embrace true diversity, sexual liberation, allowing transsexual drag queens and people wearing leather pants and masks teaching your children in school. We need to accept all ways of thinking, all sexual orientations and expressions of gender, to become the norm in America. We need racial reparations, redistribution of wealth, the end of home ownership, the abolishment of automobiles in favor of bicycles, to proceed with the disarming of the American hunter through an extensive system of gun control, and the establishment of a large police state using drones and internet surveillance, we must continue massive spending to reshape the country, the continent, even the world. And when our monetary policy becomes unsustainable, we can use our declining industrial and beleaguered consumer power to demand a new era in the world economy. A single, worldwide socialist common currency controlled by international institutions designed for social justice. It will be a glorious moment, and we must be audacious enough to aspire towards it. This change will only come when you, my fellow Americans, look to the future, abandon the past, and say, I am ready for a new tomorrow. I believe in hope. All your dreams can come true if you just work together. Liberalism has accomplished great things in the past, and the future is even brighter. I believe in Marx. I believe in racial liberation. I believe in redistribution of wealth. I believe the day of tradition has come and gone. We must all collectively become one new people. The future will be hard, but we must prepare and act now. I know we can do it. I feel your spirits. Please, pray for me to your gods, or hope for me to your goodness if you are a non-believer. Thank you. Praise Allah.
Hello to one and hello to all. I am Mitt Romney, and well, gosh doggone it, I wanna be your president. How about that? You know why I wanna be your president? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I think the American people are the best. Top of the line workers and good friends too. I know lots of Americans and I like them. You see, in my lifetime I've traveled the world doing business. I've been to China, Germany, Brazil, and let me tell you, business is best when I do with regular American Joes. I spent my youth, middle age, and early senior years working in the private sector. Doing things for my company, making profits, creating jobs, and expanding the country. This is my background. I think we as a country need to respect and tolerate each other, but at the same time, let's try and keep sacred things like marriage persevered in ways that we can all feel good about it. After all, it's a union sealed by our Heavenly Father. We should give it the respect it's due. One of the things that's very important to me is my faith. You see, I am a Mormon. I believe that a man in New York discovered mysterious, now missing, golden tablets which explained that long ago, the northern tribes of Israel sailed across the Atlantic Ocean and founded a new Jewish society in North America. Jesus Christ came to this early America and spread his message of love and eternal salvation. But the bad elements of these early American Jews outweighed the good, and they killed off the true Christians, leaving behind the people we used to call red savages, but now refer to as the Native Americans. I believe a lot of really cool stuff like Jesus and Satan are not only brothers, but we are their spirit brothers and sisters as well. Of course, our God was once actually a man who lived on another planet and followed the eternal code of Mormonism to be elevated to godhood. My goal is to create an America where people can live out their hopes and dreams, to fulfill the requirements of their faith, so that one day, they can be elevated by God, Jesus, and Joseph Smith into the celestial realm and be gods themselves. That's why I'm running for president. Because I want you to become a god. Thank you, and God bless.